Welcome back to Wavy Music News Podcast. I'm your host, M. The Myth. Today's guest is someone who doesn't just make waves, they are the wave. Emerging from the coastlines of South Carolina, we're joined by the Blixunami, the non-binary rapping merperson whose entire artistic universe is built on authenticity, imagination, and unapologetic mermaid life. Blix blends splashy, high energy hip hop with a mythology all
Yes.
their own, period. Creating a world where fantasy, black representation, and queer joy collide. With tracks like Flippin' My Fins, Gimme a Splash, and Splish Splashin' on 'em, Blix has carved out a sound that's playful, defiant, and completely original. A sonic ocean you just want to dive into. And beyond the music, Blix is currently fundraising to bring a groundbreaking dream to life, the very first mass-produced black merman doll in the world, modeled after themselves. Its representation, history, and community impact wrapped in pure creativity. You see them featured on Wikipedia, on Netflix, across the mermaid fandom universe, and now they're here with us at the Wavys. Blix, welcome to the show. We're ready to dive in. How is it going?
Yes. It's going good. I'm good. I feel great. I hope you're doing good and great too. Yeah, let's dive in.
Okay, so let's start maybe with a few questions. When did you first realize the ocean was a part of your identity?
Um, Practically my whole life growing up in South Carolina, I grew up going to the beach a lot.
Mm.
So that was one of the main places I always went to, felt peace at. I loved getting in the water no matter how cold it was. I would still put my feet in there. I'm the type of person when I go into the ocean or at the beach, I talk to the ocean. I'd be like, hey, mother, your child is here, your baby is here. And I swear, every time I say it, I feel like wherever I'm standing at, the waves end up coming like closer to me. It's like a weird thing. But sometimes I usually just walk into it and say it and stuff like that. But yeah, growing up on the beach, that's how well growing up going to the beach so much is how the ocean got so connected to me. And then, the finding out about mermaids at a young age, it
Hmm.
went from there too.
And is that when the Blixunami character came from? Like at a young age, the world, the mythology? Like, do you remember the first time you heard about mermaids, or when does that also feel like it's always been there? I love the fit, by the way. If you're just listening to the
Oh, thank you.
podcast, like you gotta watch. It's so all the mer people. Oh my God, the
hmm
pink
I designed
hat.
this shirt.
Stop! Is
Uh-huh.
that available for purchase? Because it's
No,
fabulous.
no, this is my little personal shirt.
Okay.
But I will have more like other designs coming out this year. But
Amazing.
to answer your question, Blix actually didn't come about until 2012. And growing up as a kid, I was just mermaid obsessed. I actually didn't um think about being a merman really or like creating my own world, and I think that was subconscious because there wasn't any black mermaid representation growing up. So I never really was like, oh, I can be a merman and let me come up with this mermaid life story myself, blah blah blah. Like I never it that never really became a thing until I got older. um Seeing tail makers come about. So once I saw people coming out making tails for people after I graduated or like in high school is when
Yes.
I discovered it. Um, because I discovered there was this form called Muryuku, and that's when I found other people around the world that liked being mermaids, making mermaid tales themselves, mermaid art, talking about mermaid movies, books, all this stuff. And when I saw that people could make tales, or there was people making tales, that's when I was like, oh, I can do this too. So that's when I started brainstorming my persona in the name and all of that. That came in 2012. But as a kid, yeah, I was obsessed with mermaids. First time I saw a mermaid, I want to say it was Ariel, but then I fell in love with mermaids when I saw the Jewel Hair Mermaid Barbie commercial in 1995. Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday, sitting on that big blue couch
Hmm.
and seeing those mermaid Barbies and was like, wait, I need that. I want that. And then growing up too, my mom, she still does. She collects black Barbie dolls.
Hmm.
So when she would buy the mermaid Barbies, I would like go into her Barbie room and like grab the mermaid doll off the shelf and stare at it all day until before she would like come back home or whatever. So that's what that came about, and that's why for people that's watching, they see like I have now in my place in New York, I got my mermaid Barbies everywhere, every single wall from as soon as you walk into the door, over here in my bed, even in my bathroom, there's mermaid Barbies. So that's how all of that started as a kid being obsessed, and then growing up seeing tail makers come about was when the whole me becoming a mer person started.
And it's so beautiful. You've developed your own, I mean, language really, and
Yes.
there's so much joy and resonance. And I remember I remember the mermaids were really important to me growing up, and I think there's something freeing about just like there's
Yes.
so many levels to it. Other than the
Hmm.
beauty, it's like very queer. It's also
Uh-huh.
it's like I don't know, like how do they pee and poop? Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
like they don't, like you know.
Right,
Um,
yeah. It depends on the species. I
yeah.
always
Oh,
tell people when they ask me stuff like that, I'm like, oh, how do mermaids have sex? How do mermaids have babies? I mean, like, it depends on the race of mermaid.
okay.
Yeah,
Period.
like you said, there's levels for real.
So let's talk about the way your mermaid identity influences the way you rap, write, perform, and sing. I've had the privilege of seeing you perform a few times, and it's so sparkly, it's so magical. You take us underwater. Tell us about that.
Yes, I'm glad. Thank you for saying that. I do it. Because in the mermaid world, the main thing for a lot of professional mermaids is like birthday parties, events with a pool, or a parent somewhere, and that was the only thing, like swimming in an aquarium, all of that. And when I first became a professional merman in 2016, I got my first tail in 2012, and in 2016 I got my first gig, like my first payment going to a party. And after that, I was seeing how hard it was to get books. Um, Even after doing like Davy Wavy and Tosh Point oh and all that stuff, like I would be my mermaid thing was I was discovered and then I would be up here getting stuff and then it'll go down. And then, because it was like Davy Wavy, this thing, and then it went down and got quiet a little bit. And then it
Mm.
was like, oh, now I'm on Tosh Point oh, yay. Then it went down and got quiet for a little bit. And then I went to Italy for a week, and after that it went down and got quiet. And then I was like stagnant for a minute, not really getting booked for nothing still. And I'm like, damn, I'm on TV and I'm still not getting nothing. Like, what the hell? So I was like, how else can I get out there more and be able to still be a mermaid, merman, whatever, and be in people's faces at events and stuff. And I was like, oh, I used to write raps. Like I grew up with my brother writing raps. Like, why don't I just start writing raps about being a merman? And that's when I wrote Splish Splash on them. My first song. I was actually watching The Little Mermaid, which y'all, I watch that movie still to this day since I was a toddler to go to sleep at night.
Mm.
So right now, I have my YouTube and I have the 1989 Little Mermaid and the Halle Bailey Little Mermaid. They play back to back every night now, along with other mermaid movies. But those are the first two I always start with. So that's that. But I was watching Little Mermaid, the cartoon one day, and the scene where Ariel comes up to the surface and like she sees the fireworks and all of that. That um that song, that soundtrack right there is when I randomly started rapping. Like I was looking at it one night and I was like, let me fix my crown before I hit your pool now. The Blixunami life, I make my rules now. And I was like, wait. So I just started writing to it and I just kept playing it over and over and writing literally to that little jig. And then it took me a minute to try to find somebody to make a beat and do the beat for me. Because a lot of people were saying, "Oh, I got you, I'll do it," and then when I would tell them the flow or how I want it, they're like, "Oh, I don't know if I can make something to that." So I finally found somebody. Shout out to Crystal, and they laid the beat down, lead it out for me, and I wrote my verses, rewrote them, and yeah, I put it out. And then that got me to where I'm at to be performing on stages. And then I wrote Give Me a Splash after that, and then Flipping My Fence. And now in 2026, I'm finally working on a mixtape and my first album. I want to do both. I know because a lot of people was like, oh, do the EP and all of that, but I was like, I want to do old school and hop on some old school beats and swim on them. So I'm coming out with a mixtape and an album. I don't know when, but those are being worked on right now.
Well, that is so exciting and it's so beautiful. I love the how the music just struck you, like it came through you. It
Hmm.
was like a wave, dare I say,
Right.
coming to
Yeah.
you. Because
Literally.
you are meant to spread this message. I know it. There's so much joy and freedom in it and who you are. And I'm excited for this album and the mixtape. I love that you're doing both. I love that you're keeping it old school. And
Hmm.
we need that. We need this. We need
Right.
you. The people need the Blixunami. Um,
Thank you. Yes.
how would you describe the Blix sound to someone who's never heard of it before?
um, I would describe it as like C pop hop. Like mostly, I know I rap, and I'm going to start. And actually, on "Give Me a Splash," I sing a little bit on the backdrop, on the background. Um, but instead of just being hip hop or just pop or just like a certain genre, I just put C pop hop. Like it's an international sound. It's always going to be tropical. That's my main thing. Every single song I'm gonna come up with is gonna have a tropical ocean vibe to it. That's why it took me a minute to do more songs because a lot of people, for some reason, are like, "Oh, I don't know how to I don't know if I can go there and stuff like that." And I'm like, okay. So, I mean, I found people now, thank God. It just took a little, adventure and, moving out here to New York and finding people and finding my tribe. Shout out to the Wavys. I love the Wavys. So yeah, it's been a journey and I like it. I like it so far. I'm liking where I'm at now in life and I got so many songs written out. I'm just ready to go to the studio at this point. Now that I found one and a producer and stuff, now I was like, all right, 2026, we getting it started.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's listen to stream these songs right now. Get on Spotify if you're
Yes,
tuning
yes,
in. And also, so the Blix is a part of our first cohort, the Wavy Ambassador program. And correct me, so you are fundraising to create this first uh, doll. Is this true or
yes.
okay? So can you tell us about this project and what it means to you um, and how are we doing? Because we got to raise funds for you. So if you're listening in, let's tune in, let's hear the pitch, and get ready to donate those
Yes.
dollars.
Yes, those dollars, those sand
Yes.
dollars, those pearls, those quarry shells. Yes.
Yes.
Put it all in the treasure box, baby. Um, yeah, the doll came about after my Netflix feature came out, and so many people saw me playing with mermaid dolls on there. And I never really thought about it. Like I've had my friends like make or help me make little custom dolls of myself for me, but I never thought to like mass produce it. But when the show came out on Netflix, I was getting comments like, "Oh my God, you should have a doll. Like, why don't you have a doll? Or we need a Blix doll and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Wait a minute, you're right." So I Googled, I wanted to make sure before I started, saying first. And yeah, Lord and behold, no toy company has ever made a Black Mermaid doll. There is
Mm,
8 or maybe 9 white merman dolls, including Little Tommy, but there's never been a black one.
wow.
So I found out I was going to be the first one. So that's why I'm. The title is so important because why the hell has there not been a black merman doll? If there's 9 white kittens as mermen, how come Travis hasn't have a tail yet? So that was another big thing. And it was like, okay, yeah, I got to do this because why is there not? Why is it not a thing? How come everybody else can do it, but why is there like there's black mermaids, thank God, but there's no merman. Like
Mm, mhm.
so I found it upon myself I need to do that. And yeah, we getting up there. And right now I'm at 800 and something dollars. It took me this will be probably the third or fourth, I've lost track. I think fourth year of me running this campaign.
Oh
Because I
wow.
started it with a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
And that first GoFundMe, I needed $3,000, and I got it. And just so y'all know, don't ever use GoFundMe because they will be taking that money. That's what a lot of people don't know with GoFundMe. Like they take a big percentage of
What you
those
raised.
fundings.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because somebody dropped a large amount one time and then GoFundMe took it like right
Uh,
after. And I was like, damn, because it made it look like on the outside that I reached the goal, but on the inside, it was actually taken away. And I was like, oh, so GoFundMe is a scam. Okay, cool. So I got the money for it still. I had to, and I was really transparent. Like that's why I have a lot of supporters because I'm transparent about everything that goes on. Especially when it comes to people dealing with money and all of that.
yes.
I want to let people know what their money is going to and what's happening. So after that, I let everybody know. We raised it up more. I got it. Got the first prototype made, and I was very excited. But then he was kind of flawed, and I was like, we need some things fixed on this. And so I had to get $300 to get another one made. And then I was like, okay, this is the one. And then it was like, okay, well, you need 50K to get this doll mass produced, to get 5,000 dolls made. Well, not 5,000. Was it 5,000? I think it is 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 to get $5,000 made. I would need 50K. So that was and I'm like, damn, that's a lot. But then I realized it's being mass produced in China, and I learned a lot. I had to do a lot of toy company research and all of that, and how much it is to make a doll, which it is about that amount. It's probably even more. So once I learned that, I was like, oh, that's why these companies do how they do, because this stuff is expensive. Like, even to get, because my doll prototype, he's super light skinned. So I call my doll my Puerto Rican version, the Puerto Rican version of me, because I can't get his skin tone changed until to match mine until the whole thing is made.
You need,
Because they were
yeah,
saying how it's
yeah.
super expensive to dye one doll, and I was like, damn, how much is it to get one doll? And it was like 10K. And I was like, hold on, just just to die one. So yeah, so we getting up there. It's been a journey, and I got 2 prototypes made from with the help of the people. So I feel like at this point now we're the goal is to get him mass produced, because I actually got him right here for the people that's watching. I can show him.
Oh my.
Okay, so here's the doll. Here he is, my little prototype of me, so the people can see, like, he's a
Oh,
little, on the little lighter side, but
oh
he's
my
so
God.
perfect. I love it. I love it. I love every detail. I had to make sure they got the makeup the color I wanted, the jewelry. I was really, really anal about like the whole, like, hey, my fin starts all the way from the top of my neck to the bottom of the tail. I got 3 fins on the side. I got fins on my
Mm.
arms and under my ribs. So I had to make sure every single detail, all down to the crown, everything. So yeah, this took about 3 years to get to, and now we're getting to the mass production side of things, and I'm excited about it. And the doll is gonna come with the doll. I'm gonna sign it for the people that want it signed. and he's going to come with a comic book that I'm making. So I have this whole Blixunami adventure world that I have that people are going to be able to get with the doll, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Like I want to make a album for it and all of that. So it's gonna be, yeah. It's not just a doll, y'all.
It's an entire universe, and
Yeah.
what an incredible doll. I see what you mean. A light-skinned Puerto Rican version of the
Yeah.
Blix. But the hair, the details, the fins, like you can
Right.
tell how much intention you went into that, and I can't wait for your fans to experience the joy of holding one of you in their
Yes.
hands. Like that's gonna be crazy. And I
Yes.
love the universe, like it's song, it's story, it's reading,
Mhm.
it's music. It's
Mhm.
just so expansive, and I mean I'm assuming the clothing line is gonna be coming too,
Yes.
right?
Again, yes, because like 2 years ago, I came out with my clothing line. I had shoes, pants, sneakers, all type of stuff. But
Okay.
then the website I was using, they like shut down. So it was going
Oh
so good, and
no.
the website shut down randomly one day. Like I was busting out orders like crazy, especially the sneakers, and then they just went off the face of the internet. So it's been taking me a minute. So now I'm going to soft launch with just shirts, and the I'm coming out with a coloring book, y'all. There's gonna be a Blixunami coloring book coming. I'm working on it right now, and that's gonna be my introduction to my other characters in the whole world. And then the comic book's gonna come out with the doll.
We are so excited for
Thank
everything
you.
Blake
Yes.
Tsunami. If there's one message you want your listeners or whoever's tuning in now to hear from you, what would you like to say to us?
I can say, well, first thing, me personally, I don't like to call my supporters fans
Mm.
because I love them too much to call them fans. So I say sugar stars, all my sugar stars, and the people who are merms too, mer people, mermaids, mermen, I like to say my siblings. So I say, hey, sugar stars and siblings, what's splashing? It's the Blix Tsunami. And I just want y'all to always know, no matter how old you are, how you look, the color of your skin, the size of your body, I want you to know that regardless of what anybody say, and I'm gonna say this to my last breath as an old wrinkly merman. Do what you want, follow them dreams, and if you want to be a mermaid, a fairy, a furry, um, whatever you want to do, just do it. As long as you're not hurting nobody, as long as you're not hurting yourself, and you just spreading love and joy, do that shit. Like regardless of what anybody thinks of this, I still have people to this day telling me I'm an old man and I should get a real job and I play pretend and I play with dolls. And it's like, babe, you're not insulting me because I'm living my dream life. Like I went through a lot of shit to be able to live this life I'm living right now. And you can't make fun of me for living my dream life. That's like so crazy. So, regardless what the anchovy head haters say, live your dream life and do it to the fullest. Do it to the fullest. Do it to the fullest.
Period. That was the Blick
Yes.
Tsunami, an artist, a
Yes.
creator, a world builder, a movement in motion. Blix, thank you so much for sharing your ocean with us today. Everyone
Yes.
listening,
Thank
please go
you.
stream. Thank you. Go donate. The PayPal link is in show notes. Support the fundraiser for the first ever Black Merman doll because representation like
Yes.
this does change everything. We love you. We support you so much, Blix, and we'll see you on the next
Thank you.
episode. Stay
Yes.
wavy.
Well, hey, wavy. I love the wavies. Hey.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize, but the wavy connection. It is.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's why every
Wow.
time I perform for the Wavies, I'd be like, and then even my other performers, I'd be like, wave, wave,
Wave.
make a wave,
Yes.
wave.
Yes.
Yes, I love
Yes.
it.
Wow. Oh my God, Blix, you're such an like this is so amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you. I appreciate it. You're
yeah.
amazing and
Oh
you're
my
an
God.
inspiration. Like seeing you perform, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm at the right place.
Oh,
I'm at the right place for sure. Because you tears the stage up, so I'm
mm.
here for
Hey,
it.
well, here's to the next one. Let's go. Let's like
Yes, yes.
the showcase. Oh, thank you for like all that you do for the Wavies, too.
Hell
Like,
yeah.
it's like
Hell yeah.
so
I told
supportive.
Rebecca, like, girl, whenever you need me, call me. You need a host? I got you. I don't
We,
care. Like the Wavies, like coming out here and discovering y'all, like it's been like one of the best things ever.
oh, oh my God. That means so
Yes.
much.
Hell
Okay.
yeah, for
Well,
sure. I love it.
you're not gonna be in LA next week, are you?
No.
Okay.
What's next week?
We're doing a showcase, a little showcase
Okay.
in LA.
Oh,
Uh,
lit. Come on.
the
Wavy's
yeah,
International. I know that's
yes,
right.
period.
Nationwide
Now
and
here we go,
international.
international. I know.
Yes.
Becca was in Greece doing. She wanted to do
Yes.
do one there, and uh, but so yeah, okay. We'll do something maybe in June. I don't know. But
Okay.
hopefully,
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
I call my
definitely.
phone.
Okay.
Yes. Call my cell phone. I'm gonna
Period.
answer.
Oh, the cell phone. We
Yes.
and also come. We just did a workshop. I think it was like 2 days ago, and so I'm sure there's gonna be
Hmm.
more stuff. They're really fun,
Okay.
and I was
Yes.
there.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. If it's in New York, I'm down.
It was an online workshop.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Lit.
with the coaches. Yeah. So I'll text you. I'll make sure that you know next time.
Yes, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're amazing, and we'll keep in touch.
Yes, we will. Yes. See you later.
See you later. Bye.